Alright, good afternoon everybody, and welcome to a double header of streams for me today. It's amazing how waking up without having drunk several pints of cider the night before can make such a difference to your day, So instead of me just getting up hungover for about half the day before slipping into drinking more the following night. Instead, I wake up relatively early, go to the gym, come back, and decide I'm going to stream this afternoon. Because I can, because I have the house to myself for a few hours. While my mum goes off and watches our football team probably lose or draw another fucking match. So, Virtue's Last Reward. I'm going to be blunt. You're going to see a lot more of this game in the next week. A lot more of this game. I am temporarily scrapping my rule. Well, mostly anyway. I probably really am not, but I'm going to be temporarily rescinding my new thing of alternating between this and Doom stuff for a little bit. I mean, I am playing 1-2K Lines 2 tonight. Don't worry, I'm going to be playing that and finishing that. But after that's done, I will be playing this game, with the exception of the Iron Man. I might skip playtesting this month. I might leave it for next month or something. We'll see. But with the exception of the Iron Man stuff, I'm going to be playing this until it's finished. For the next week at least. So if I finish 1K Lines 2 tonight, I will be playing this tomorrow. If I don't, I'll be playing 1K Lines 2 tomorrow, and I'll be playing this. My goal is to get this game finished within the next week. And the payoff will be good. So with that in mind, let's hop back in, shall we? I don't think Dragon's awake yet, so it's just going to be me, myself, and whoever's lurking right now watching this stream. So I will turn the fan off in a moment, don't worry. Get my notes up here. Okay, so a little recap from what happened last time. We finally unlocked a second ending on this route. We unlocked the Tenmyoji ending, where Tenmyoji left with Quark, and Quark left a note detailing how Tenmyoji's not that bad, and he adopted him and he raised him up, yada yada yada. And so we have our second ending. Didn't particularly reveal anything in terms of unlocking anything extra, but it did give us an ending. And now we have learnt that each of these 9 paths corresponds with a different ending for each character. So for example, this will be the Sigma ending route, this will be the Phi ending route, this is the Tenmyoji route, this will be the Quark's route, this is the Dio route, and K and Luna and so on and so forth. So we've now learned that because of this second ending, as such. And that puts us back to only having 2 possible paths remaining. We can either go down the path of the antiviral lock here, or we can go down this way, which is what I'm going to do now. So instead of choosing to ally in this round, we're going to betray. Against Tenmyoji. So we'll be skipping this dialogue and betraying them to see what we get. We are the other reason that I'm going to be playing this quite a bit more next week is I think we're getting close to the end, honestly. I mean, unless this game has a few more tricks up its sleeve, we only have 2 puzzle rooms remaining and 7 endings. So, in terms of the gameplay, the only thing that's really left is a lot of dialogue, and 2 puzzle rooms. And then that's it. This visual novel then literally just becomes a novel at that point. So I think we're close to the end here. We've got a lot of endings to unlock, granted, but once we're running out of paths, you know. I mean, there's only this path and a good chunk of this path left, and I guess this one, if we can figure out the code. So really, we should hit a point either here or here where we're just going to unlock a shitload of endings suddenly, and then we can, you know. I expect there to be a stream of this in the next few days where I will unlock about 2 or 3 endings in a single 3 or 4 hour period. Maybe even more. But we'll see. Anyway, as far as I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running towards the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
裏切りを選んだか。ひどいやつだな、お前。私はそんなことは一言も言っていないが、もしも天明寺に裏切られたら、私たちの BP はどうなると聞いただけだ。
Well, he's going to betray us, so this is going to prove to be the correct decision.
Sa, どうだかな?
Yes, you were, Fi.
おーい！シグマ、ファイク、何してるんだ？結果発表。
Yeah, we'll hear that.
とにかく今は結果を確かめる方が先だ。行くぞ、シグマ。
Yeah, the results will be the same. Fenteoji is going to betray. The only time that differentiates if Fi is involved.
揃ったみたいだね。おい、じゃあ早速だけど始めることにしようか。アンビダックスゲーム第1ラウンド結果発表。皆さん画面にご注目ください。
So, in this round, Kane Crow will betray Luna, Dio and Quark betray Alice, and... What?! What is this? What the hell? That's not supposed to happen! He betrays us in the other timeline! Oh god, don't tell me he has the same ability. Or, unless it's something to do with the fact that because it's a different timeline, things don't always play out the same. But the only other time this has changed before this point is because Fi was involved, and because Fi had access to the other timeline, and she changed her mind based on that. That's the only reason why a vote went differently when there was a split. Everything else has been consistent. If someone votes ally, they vote ally. This is the only other time in any of these decisions so far that someone has done a different decision on 2 different splits. Are you telling me that Tenmyoji also possesses the ability to jump into timelines and see different shit? I know he was involved with the Mars project, but does he also possess the gift? Are we the 3 super scions or whatever the hell it is? Either way, this leaves 3 people on 1 point and a lot of us on 6.
というわけで結果発表は以上なんだうさ。各自バングルの数字を確かめてほしいんだうさ。
So Tenmyoji is going to be very upset with us.
まさか裏切られるとはな。
Wait, now Sigma does remember the other thing. Well, actually, that's not really a surprise. Sigma can do that.
前回？何の話じゃ？
The truth was, I didn't know why I'd said that either. The words had just appeared in my mouth before I knew I was saying them.
裏切りを選んだのはお前さんたちの方ではないか。理由を聞きたいのはこちらの方じゃ。
天明寺は裏切るかもしれないと私が言ったんだ。
心外じゃな。わしが裏切りを選ぶはずがなかろう。
Except you did.
わしはお前さんたちを信じておったんじゃぞ。なのにこの仕打ちとは。
悪かったよ。謝る。そうか、それもそうだな。悪いのはシグマだ。恨むならシグマを恨んでくれ。
ついに仲間割れをしおったか。ねえ、そんなことはどうでもよい。とにかくわしはもう二度とお前さんたちを信じることはないじゃろう。この借りは必ず返させてもらうからな。よく覚えておくんじゃ。
I tried to think of something to say, but before I could come up with the right words, he was gone. I spun around. Fi, what the fuck? But she was gone too. How did she just disappear like that? As I looked around the room for Fi, I noticed that Clover came with us in having some kind of an argument as well. I moved closer and did my best to listen surreptitiously.
どうして裏切りを。
悪いとは思うんだけど、やっぱり早く脱出したいから。
申し訳ありませんが、私も同じ意見です。
そんな、みんなで協力を選べば一緒に脱出できたんですよ。
Of which Luna is correct, but no one cares for that logic in this
協力
game.
同士で2点を獲得して、それを3回繰り返せばプラス6点に。 BP の初期値は3だったから、その6点が加われば9になります。なのにどうして。
それはもちろん分かってるよ。でも裏切りを成功させた方が早いし。
相手が強力でこちらが裏切りなら3点を獲得できます。それを2回繰り返せばプラス6点。つまり
協力同士で脱出するには AB ゲームを3回やる必要があるけど、
裏切りを成功させれば2回で脱出できるということです。
そんな風に当たり前みたいに言わないでください。まるで私の方が責められてるみたいじゃないですか。
何も責めているわけではありません。
ただ普通に考えたら裏切りを選ぶよねって話。
もういいです。わかりました。信じた私がバカだったんです。
Luna walked off with her head buried between her shoulders. Her back trembled as if perhaps she were crying, but I couldn't see her face. Alistair and Quark, however, seemed to be having some issues of their own.
もういいわ。覚えてなさい。
お前のせいだからな、クオーク。
なんで僕のせいにするんだよ。
They exchanged dark looks, then stomped off in different directions.
ねえゼロ、次のラウン
So we could skip this part because it talks about the game and the death penalty and everyone changes pairs and yada 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 yada. Zero Genie disappears. Why am I here? Am I here just to suffer? I woke up. And then it's time to explore the free areas again. Wait, is this all skippable as well? Okay, well, we talk about the lunar eclipse again. About Radical 6. This is a quarantine facility. Maybe it is.
シグマか。
And new dialogue.
何しに来よった。
Okay.
わしが医者でお前さんが患者ならしてやっても構わんぞ。そうしたらお前さんを診療台の上に横たわらせて、そこに置いてあるメスで体中を切り刻んでやるわい。当たり前じゃろうが。お前さんのせいでわしの BP は1になってしもうたんじゃからな。謝って済む問題ではなかろう。いいね。それは犬。さっさとここから立ち去れと言っておるんじゃ。暇ではなく島。取り付く島もない。
Okay, it's got the funny response. Oh my god. Oh, it's one of the funniest lines I've heard from this game.
揚げ足
I didn't think Sigmund would possess that. I shoved my hands in my pockets and walked around the room. Should have picked a fight with a paramedic there. Oh god.
ついたての向こうに2人いる。1人はクオーク、向こう側を調べておる。もう1人は言わなくてもわかるじゃん。こんなところで不意に死体を目の当たりにすれば誰だって取り乱すじゃろう。当然のことじゃ。むしろ今何事もなかったかのように行動しておるみんなの方がわしには不思議でならんよ。中にはきっとここに死体があることさえ忘れておる者もおるじゃろうし。生き延びるためにであるならば犯人を見つけ出すことの方が先ではないか。彼女を殺しわしらを閉じ込めたじゃよ。両者は同一人物である可能性が高い。わしはそう思っておる。
Well, unfortunately, you're wrong. We already know who killed her. It was Dio. Dio is part of the game. I mean, it could be Zero, but it'd be weird.
まあな。さあ、特には白い煙を吸い込んですぐに意識を失ってしまったからな。わしもクオークも。そうじゃ。そんなことを聞いてどうする。関係ないじゃろうが。
What I don't get is if he has a legitimate adopted son relationship with Quark, why he doesn't tell people about it. It's not that big a deal, is it?
真相など見えてはこん。クオークのことは関係ないからじゃ。なんなんじゃ。
Yeah, and actually it does have something to do with you.
なんなんじゃ一体。
You want to tell us about your involvement in the Mars project.
どうしてわしのことばかり追求してくる。なんじゃと。
We know his deal now.
わしは怪しくなどないわ。わしを裏切った相手に教えてやる義理などない。よせ、やめろ、クオーク。決して答えてはならんぞ。
I had started towards the partition as I spoke with the intention of finding Quark. I found him as I rounded the divider, but he was just standing there, a blank, slightly confused look on his face. Oh, we've seen this before. This is where he feels a bit odd and is about to become infected with Radical 6. So here we are in the crew quarters, talking about secret passages, they talk about their secret organization, they refer to the previous game, they suspect people. Quark has Radical 6, we need to stop him from killing himself, which we succeed by injecting him with Sopro. Everyone knows about the virus, we need to move on to the next set of rooms.
わしは絶対にシグマとは組まんぞ。さっきの AB ゲームで裏切られておるからな。投票したのはシグマ、お前さんじゃろう。
私はディオとだけは組みたくないわ。理由は天明寺さんと同じ。さっき裏切られてるから。
クオークのせいで信用ガタ落ちだな。
では天明寺とアリスの希望を聞き入れるとパターン B ということになるが、
いや待て、それもダメじゃ。
どうしてですか？
悪いがファイ、ルナ、お前さんたちのことは信用ならんのじゃよ。クオークがああなってしまった以上、誰かが運んでいかなければならないのは明らかじゃが、お前さんたち二人にあいつの身を委ねるわけにはいかんのじゃ。この状況では誰のことも信じることなどできんわ。
ではどうするんです？
Quark shifted silently in Kay's arms.
クオーク君はそろばん、天明寺さんも同じくそろばん。そろばん同士が組むことはできないのですよ。
そんなことは分かっておる。わしは今誰のこともと言ったが、実は一人だけ信頼できる人間がおるんじゃ。四つ葉じゃよ。
Oh,
私？
I won't be trusting her.
どうして私なの？
理由は聞くな。とにかくお前さんならばクオークを安心して任せることができる。
そう言ってもらえるのはありがたいんだけど、私のパートナーはシグマだよ。それでもいいの？
構わん。投票は四つ葉、お前さんが一人で行うんじゃ。シグマには AB ルームの外で待機してもらって。
私は反対よ。クオークを四つ葉たちが連れていくってことは必然的にパターン C の組み合わせになるでしょ。そうしたら私はディオと組まなきゃいけないことに。そんなの絶対に受け入れられないわ。
じゃあアリス、お前は誰と組みたい？
決まってるじゃない。クオークよ。放送で言ってたでしょ。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は強力に設定されるって。ってことはこのまま麻酔が切れずにクオークが眠り続けてたら
ダメじゃ。そういうよこしまな考えをするやつがおるから信用できんと言っておるのじゃよ。
Oh, yeah.
時間がない。それでは多数決で決めよう。パターン C に反対のものは？
Alice and Dio's hands went up.
なんだ、ディオも反対なのか？
これだけ相手に嫌われてちゃやりにくくって仕方ねえからな。
まあいい。とにかく今挙手を行わなかった者はパターン C に賛成と考えて構わないんだな。
No one objected. I kept my mouth shut too. Just as Alice had said, there was an excellent chance that Quark would default to ally. If that happened, he'd make a great opponent. I'd choose ally, of course, but it would be good to not have to worry about him choosing betray.
よし、それでは6対2で決まりだな。
待ってよ。納得いかないわ。
だったらここに残るといい。もっともお前のパートナーである K がそれを許してはくれないと思うが。
Kay handed Quark to me gently, then crossed his arms and turned to face Alice. Her jaw clenched as she stared up at him, and I could see the gears turning inside her head.
わかったわよ。
カラードドア。
Off we go then.
わかった。
シグマ、四つ葉、クオークのことくれぐれも頼んだぞ。
I got a good grip on Quark, nodded to Tenmyoji, and took off for the door. Our feet slapped against the metal floor as we ran. The empty voice of the announcer echoed in my ears.
2、1、0。カラードドア閉鎖。
Okay. So this is going to be the penultimate puzzle we're about to undertake. Penultimate puzzle time. What's gonna happen?
扉が3枚あるみたいだけど、全部ロックされてるみたいだね。下げてみれば？そっか。じゃあクオークは私が預かっとく。だって見るからに怪しいじゃん。壁から毒針がシュパーンとか飛んできたらどうするの？じゃあシグマが下げてよ。
I shifted Quark over to one shoulder and flipped the switch with my free hands. Treatment center.
うん、扉が1枚開いただけだね。治療室ってことかな。
I glanced over at Quark asleep on my shoulder.
え？どういうこと？あ、そっか。そうだよね。
Oh, cute smile on her face there. Well, we have somewhere where we can put him into stasis at least.
"側面を見て、トリートメントポットって書いてあるよ。
But the door's closed. Clover nodded and bounced off to examine the room. I weighed Quark down just outside of the door to the treatment center. Clover might have been overly paranoid about the weather, but there was no harm in being cautious. I ruffled his hair gently, then turned and headed back into the room. I had some investigating to do. Yes, you do. You must outweigh a seek. Alright, so the penultimate puzzle. After this, the only puzzle that remains is the Tietri one somewhere around here, which could be, well, it could be either on this path or this path, so enjoy the penultimate puzzle. Alright, so we got... Damn, Drunken's not around either. I've got no one to help me. This is going to be, I'm flying solo for a bit. This code can only be unlocked with the correct 4 digits. You can use the hit and blow numbers to determine the correct number. For each number there's A, the correct number in the correct place, you'll get 1 hit. For each number there's the correct number but not in the correct place, you'll get 1 blow. You have 10 guesses to figure out the password. If you guess wrong 10 times, the code will reset and you must start over. Hit and blow. Okay. 1 hit, 1 blow. Ah, jeez. How the fuck am I gonna figure this out? 2 hit. So we can assume that 1 might be in the... Wait, what? Ah, it's gonna be 1-8 then. So... Could try... 1, 3, 9, 8. What? Now it changed again? The fuck? What's it? Maybe the 1 was in the... Try 8, 7, 5, 1. Now we have 2 blows. So I guess 1 is right. I guess. Okay, no, 1 is not in the correct place. So something else was in the correct place then. Right. So maybe 8, 1, 3, 5. Ah, now the 8's consistent. So we've got 2 blows at this point. So 8, 3, 5, 6. Oh, what the fuck, man? It keeps fucking changing. Oh, it's so infuriating. I thought I had one of these fucking locked down. And then it fucking keeps changing. God damn it. Although, doesn't that mean... Hold on. I guess we could figure... What if we put in 8, 5, 3, 1? Okay, so... One of them is a hit. Now that might mean... What changed? 3 and a 5. 9 and a 5. That doesn't tell me which one of those is right, does it? But it has to be one of those. So maybe 2, 5, 8, 4. And now we go back to 3 blow again. Ugh. Oh, please don't tell me it's gonna fucking randomize it. Right, we have 3 blow. That means it has to be one of those. So we have to first we have to eliminate which one it is. Right. It's definitely 1, 2, 3. That is official. 1, 2, and 3 are definitely numbers on this one. So we have all we gotta do is figure out. I don't know. Let's try 3, 1, 2, 6. What? 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 How the fuck can they be guaranteed and then one disappear? How? I changed one. Unless the number that changed is one of them in the sequence, that is. That must be it. One of the numbers that I changed into must be it. So... But then which fucking number? I still had 3, 1, and 2 in the sequence, but now suddenly have 1 less? What the fuck? Okay. Let's try... Right, 3, 1, 5. Now suddenly we have 2. Another blow has emerged. Okay, what about 5, 1, 3, 7. Now we have 2 hits. So it's 5, 1, correct? 4, 8. Yes, 5, 1 incorrect spaces. In fact, 4 is now incorrect space. Maybe. Well, I don't actually know, to be honest. Okay. Removing both of those definitely wasn't it. So, 5, 1, 4, 3. Got it! There we go. I'm gonna make a note of that fucking number, because I'm gonna learn from last time to save every detail, just in case it comes up. We're in! Huzzah! We've made it inside the treatment room. There's a message on the screen. Currently undergoing internal maintenance. Please stand by. Okay. The screen says currently undergoing internal maintenance, so we can't use this pod. There's the one on the left we could use last time. There's a message on the screen. Maintenance complete. Please insert activation chip. Wow, Clover did mad. Okay, so what is this? 7:15, I guess. I'm gonna even note down the position of the thing. Oh, wait a minute. No, I got it right. Okay, that's 1. I'm just making a note of them. It doesn't look like we can oh, the others don't have a clock on them. It's just that one that does for some reason. Alright, I guess that's it for now. Let's see what else is in here. 4. Wow, quite we're really getting our back this time around. I'm guessing we have to find the clock hands here. Green and red. Clock with no hands. It says number 4 on that face, and boy, that is a strange object that glows with green light. The cover is made from getting whatever it is out. There's also what looks like a key on the bottom left corner of the clock and tails that looks like the side slots. Yeah, I don't know how he missed that either. But he did. Open the pod room door. Ow. Door puzzle instructions. Oh, well that's really handy. Except that I was told this by the actual minigame. So this was entirely pointless. I already knew what to do. Thanks anyway, I guess. There's a message on it. 4 pieces for the first password. 1 piece for the second password. Enter an order to password and press any key on the right. I don't know what the password is. Am I supposed to use the numbers? No, we need to figure out the code. Four pieces for the first password, 1 piece for the second. Okay, making a note of that. Well, by itself, it probably isn't, but... Well... What else do we have in here? Plant! In a very strange looking... holder. Oh, it's stuck heavily in the plant. We gotta get rid of it. There's a bit of red plastic sticking out of the trunk. It's in there real good though, I can't pull it out. I guess we're gonna need that. Meanwhile... Oh look! Jellyfish! No, Clover, this isn't Metroid. Jellyfish! You criticise me for the clock, but you don't recognise a jellyfish? You ever seen the jellyfish jam? Yeah, what is inside the blue one? So wait, for the sake of a puzzle, you've got to try that sandwich. Oh hey, Drelkin, how you doing? Glad to see you awake. Surprise! It's amazing what not having a hangover does for allowing you to be alert for streams in the afternoon. Go away. I'm gonna get my spray out in a minute. You stupid fly. Don't make me get the spray out and kill you. Let me get the spray ready. You come back again, I'm spraying your ass. I'm not having flies bother me anymore. But for the sake of a puzzle, they put something inside a jelly. How the fuck do you even do that? How do you manage to squeeze a solid object inside a jellyfish? Do you just leave it in the tank, put some food on it, and hope it ingests it? That is, like, I don't know if that's some form of animal cruelty or whether it's just like, it just absorbs it and it's like, oh, got this jellyfish inside me though. Well, you're gonna have to get a key for it. And to get it out, I guess we're gonna have to kill the jellyfish. Or extract it without killing it. But we're probably just gonna have to kill the jellyfish. Dang, man. Oh look, it's a lion eating the sun. But this piece is missing, I think. Nice lion. We don't have anything to put in there, really. All we have is a plant and a tablet at the moment. Not much else. You're the first person to speak in 40 minutes, Drelkin. Oh no, what is this? You have found an image of a board game. You can review it in the archive. Was that it? Yeah, I wasn't so sure if I was going to be able to do a midday stream. I mean, yesterday was the first Friday in a long time where I've actually not had any drinks in the evening. I am trying to cut down on my alcohol quite significantly. To the point where I'm not going to buy any more for home. I'm only going to have it if I go out. So, yesterday was the first Friday in ages, because normally, you know, come home from work, it's a chance to relax a bit. You know, on holidays, it's the same thing. So I actually got up this morning a bit earlier than usual, went to the gym, got back, and since my mum's out to a football game, I'm decided, fuck it, stream. Let's get more of this game done so we can move on to something else. Because I really want to get through this now that we're close to the end. Yeah, there probably is a connection to that puzzle. You know what, I'm just going to take a picture of the screen. Because I'm not putting that into a note. Just give me a screen. I'll do it. There we go. So I wasn't actually sure if I was going to be able to pull off a midday stream, but I've decided to do one. Yeah, it probably is a hint for the tablet login. Let's see what else is around here, though, if there is anything. Oh, look, there's another one. And it's got another thing inside of it. But don't worry, you haven't missed too much. Basically, I've just been going down this path here, you know. But we had the weird thing where, in this game, Tenmyoji actually did the opposite of what we did both times. Which has only ever happened with Fi before. And the last time that happened, you know, Fi was turned out she had the ability to jump timelines. I wonder if Tenmyoji has the same gift. Perhaps. More plants. Healthy plant. There's a bit of green plastic in that chunk. No, we need to find something to pull this out. So we have the 2 cards. Right. So we're going to need to solve this tablet puzzle. Then, oh. So, it's 4 pieces for the first pass and 1 piece for the second. 4 pieces for first pass and 1 piece for the second. So you start there, and it says M and H. What the fuck is M and H mean? I don't get it. 4 pieces first pass. So you start on T, and what? Do you move around to the M? But it says 4. I don't get it. 4 pieces. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, so you start on T, and then it's indicating you go clockwise for an M, counterclockwise for H. And apparently 4 pieces are involved. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's like a game of frustration or something. But I don't have the context for what the M and H stands for in the puzzle. There's nothing else to it, so 4 pieces first pass, 1 piece for the second. The hell does that mean? Well, there's no E in it. I was gonna. You're not there yet. What do you mean I'm not there yet? I have the clue for this. This is the only thing I could do. There's nothing else I can really do at the moment. There's something involving the pods and a clock, but it all revolves around the clock. So I clearly need to do this thing. And I really have no idea what the missing click is here. You start on a T. Maybe T is the first letter? Perhaps. Since I came in late, been in the pod room. Yeah, I've been in the pod room. Yeah, I get that, but what pieces? Yeah, I've already been through. I figured out that one on my own, thankfully. It's just this, and this. I've noted that down. All the others are inaccessible. Oh, I don't think the claws had anything to do with it. Well, I'll leave it anyway, just in case it is. Pod 3 there's a handle. Pod 2 there's a handle. Yeah, I know it. This thing here, 7:15, which is probably what we got to set it to when we get in there. But that's it. So No, it all comes back to this board game and having to figure out what the hell constitutes a piece in it. So you move the beard around the piece, you get to M, you go to H. But what the hell does it mean with M and H? Do you stop on that? Do you have to pick them up from that? 4 pieces first pass, 1 piece. Maybe you need to do something about those points for... I don't think there is anything I could do with them, is there? Oh, right, that does open. Okay. A white key. That changes everything. Maybe we can use it to... Oh. I was thinking maybe you could put the plant inside and use the pneumatic lid to crush off the plant or something. But a white key works too. That will probably unlock something useful. I didn't even think of trying to do that. I just assumed it wouldn't open. But anyway. Is it for the clock? Ah, there we go. It is for the clock. Chip with number 1 written on it. A chip with a green light on it, not sure what it does. Oh, this will be for the pod. This will be the activation chip for the, There we go. There's a message on the screen. Before use, this system must be initialized. Please perform the following tests. 1. Treat vegetation. 2. Freeze vegetation. Until tests are complete, pod will not function with human occupant. Treating and freezing plant. Treating. So what do we have to do? Open the pod up and put the withered one inside? I guess we close it. Treat the withered, freeze the healthy. Whoa, it made it healthy. Holy shit. It's a miracle machine. Okay. I guess now we put the healthy plant in to freeze it. It's frozen! Oh, now we have to... So let's get Quark in. Oh, Quark. Yeah, I am going to be streaming more 1K Lines 2 this evening. And then after I finish 1K Lines 2, as I told you yesterday, I'm just going to keep playing this largely without any, except for the Iron Man, I guess, which I can't do yet. I might... But getting this done as fast as possible. Nice to get this done by the end of the summer break. Body temperature, pulse rate, blood pressure, respiration frequency, they all look normal. What a relief. Wait. Radical 6 virus detected in subject. System is not equipped to treat Radical 6. Current program will alleviate symptoms but cannot cure a viral infection. This system is capable of inducing a cold sweep state. Cold sweep state freezes subject with CAS, preserving cellular structure. During cold sweep state, body functions are suspended, preventing viral spread. Activate sweep function? Yes/no. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I don't think it would actually happen like that, but anyway. Right, so now we have 2 memory cards, which we can stick into the clock. Oh, so they show the... So these memory cards show the hands. It's a digital thing. A minute hand this time. Well, now we have to adjust it. Can we not adjust the time? What? I want to adjust the time. Yeah, I get that, but I want to change the time, don't I? I suppose. Just gonna make a quick note of that. Okay, I guess we can't. I guess we cannot change the hours on the hands on the clock. So we're back to just the tablet puzzle, and that's it. We have to solve the stupid tablet puzzle. Oh, God. That didn't help us at all with the pieces. Well, I guess we're just going to have to go back to solving this. Somehow. 4 pieces for the first, 1 piece for the second. And I still have no idea what I'm supposed to do for this. Not a single clue what I'm meant to do for this one. I get there's a board and you have to rotate pieces, but I don't see what the answer is supposed to be honest. Four pieces first pass, one piece second. You start on a turn. Does that indicate the first letter? You're making an assumption and don't even realize it. Well, I have a board game in front of me, which is the clue for the password system. The password tablet indicates 4 pieces first pass, 1 piece second. 4 pieces first pass, 1 piece second. Four pieces. So you start on tur, then you move around clockwise, I guess. So you move around clockwise somehow with some form, and it indicates there's a m that you go clockwise, and you go her, and you go counterclockwise, and what exactly is the end goal supposed to be? I don't get how the pieces move. I don't get what the M and the H assumably means for a change of direction. I don't. It's like I have a missing manual to this board game. You know, how do the pieces move? How many steps can they move at once? You've only tried to open one pad. Why do you think only one will open? Well, the others are in maintenance. Good, I guess we can open the other pods. Or try to, at least. Oh. There's actually nothing in this one. There is? Where? Pod 3, there's nothing particularly on the bed. The cover, on the other hand. One. Well, the other two were in maintenance, so I didn't think they would open. 11 hours and 1 minute. Note that. Okay, I guess that's important somehow. The National Fort is currently undergoing eternal maintenance. Looks like we can't use this pod. So my natural thought was the pod was inaccessible. Not let's open up the pod. But hey ho, I guess that's not okay. 20 past 6 is now another time. Well, I thought that maybe opening it would also be out of the question, but whatever. Guess that's not it. Oh, there's also a key. Yeah, in the jellyfish tank. Now we can open the jellyfish tank. Taking on the jellies. Meat? Do jellyfish eat meat? It's not meat. You can move the free jellyfish by clicking and dragging the mouse or using the arrow keys. Move the purple jellyfish to the hole using the water current in the tank. If you move one of the yellow jellyfish to the hole instead, you are a failure and we are very disappointed in you. Oh. That was easy enough. Gotta grab it jelly fast. Oh, it's not a real jellyfish. Well, that explains it. It's artificial. No, she isn't. Okay, well, we have a tile. Does that play with the board game? Or something else? Maybe we use that. Oh, it's the picture. Let's put it in the picture. Laser. Okay. What is the laser pointing at? The clock, maybe? No, it's actually pointing at number 3. Oh, okay. It's gonna give a clue to the lid, isn't it? Okay, that actually blinds you to go through. It's like zoop. Let's look at the lid. $0.15. Alright. Let me just add that. Okay, so that gives us yet another time. We now have 4 times. 7:15, 4:05, 6:20, and 0:15 a.m. Presumably we need to assign these to each different things or whatever. Fuck me, I forgot where I got saw 4:05 and 6:20 from. Hey, Epic Red Zero, how you doing? No, not that. Right, 6:20 isn't 2. I'm just noting down the order so that I can have them in order. Okay, 4:05 is on the main clock. Hey, doing fine. Me and a friend later. So what that gives us is a bunch of times, but that still doesn't give us anything to do with the board game. It just gives us a bunch of times. We still can't play around with this. I wonder if that is meant to mean 4. I'll put that as a question mark because I'm not sure, to be honest. But, okay, so we can't do anything there. So it all comes back to needing to solve this one again. With the weird... Actually, it does. See how to play the board game. Screen is just swinging into something like kind of a board game. Color things might be a hint for the tablet login. Yeah. Wait. Oh, when the hell did I pick this up? No, that's just that's just the same illustration as I've already got of the game. I don't have any rules to the board game. Yeah, I don't know how you, but the whole thing is showing how to do it, or there's something missing. Everything left is in the safe now. So, is it something to do with the numbers, maybe? Sorry, I'm putting it on screen so you can all see what I'm struggling with. So, is it something to do with the numbers on the clocks corresponding to each of the 4 pieces, per se? 4 pieces first pass, 1 piece second. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's to do with the time, and then 4 pieces first, 1 piece second? What? So... okay. Well, so piece 1, if it corresponds to pod 1, is 7:15. Does that mean we treat it as 7 or 15? Or... Okay. Well, let's just go off all of them. Let's just assume it's 7. Okay. So you got T1... Okay, if you start on T... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 per, you would get per to start with. Then you would keep going. The second one is 620, so you would have J. No, that doesn't make any sense. How can it be? Well, I thought it could do, but per J. The second one is 0, so you would have T, wouldn't go anywhere. Third one is 4, so you would have per J. Well, that's not it. It's not the first one. It's to do with... It's to do with something else. I think. Does that mean that there's 2 passwords? Or that we're supposed to treat them as 2 different things, or what? 4 pieces on the first pass, 1 piece on the second? The fuck? So goddamn confused. 4 pieces first, some piece second. Okay, does that mean 4 pieces? Okay, so you start on tur. We have what we have before. We had Purgationer, second pass. 1 piece for the second. 1. What the fuck? I don't know. It says 4 pieces first pass, it's 1 piece second. I don't get it. It's something to do with the times, but I don't get it because I mean, you start on T, right? So every piece starts on the T, or does it start from T? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you would either have Pajuten, or you would have, if you move them all back 1 letter from the original positions, you'd have J, S, well, you'd still have T, I guess, and S again. Yeah, and then you have Jixus, and then you move. What the fuck does it mean? 4 pieces. First pass. First pass of what? And it's probably going to be an actual word anyway, so... Nope, that's not it. Imagine like moving a counter across the board for each of the times. Start with it moving clockwise for minutes, and from that point move backwards for hours. Move. Oh, so that's what M and H stand for. Minutes and hour. Okay. Sure. Now that makes more sense. Yes, I'm serious. Okay, so now we have... You're given 4 times and you don't think H and M are for time. No, I thought they corresponded to the position of the board. Like, if you hit the M, you rotate in the other direction or something. The small letter is there, but no, I did not think that at all. Okay, well, now that offers an explanation. So the minutes go clockwise and the H goes counterclockwise. So the first one would be 15, starting from T. So that would be... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Y. Move backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So first letter is S. Second one would be 620, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, move back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, I have 4:04 for the first, 7:15 for 1, 6:20 for 2, 0:15 a.m. for 3. Count T as 1. Okay, count T as 1. Well, I am doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Move back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's a different letter. Okay, fine. Per. Okay, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. L. Move back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A. Okay, third one. 0:15. Don't move anywhere from that. Okay. No, wait, sorry, that's hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. PAS. I could have guessed that by random words eventually, but sure, that works. What do you mean saying the words by their sounds? What do you mean? P. What's wrong with that? PAST. I work with kids, Drauken. I have to. I do it because I work with kids, and I have to say the primary school sort of version. It's just a practice I've gotten used to. Well, I didn't figure out that m and h meant minutes and hours. I figured it was something to do with the time, but I didn't quite figure that out. I told you this, Drauken. I'm not very good with puzzles. Sometimes. Sometimes it's either I figure out the puzzle immediately and don't need anything else, or I miss something obvious. That's how it works. That's how puzzles and me have a relationship with each other. Always has been, always will be. M, h, t. Yeah, I work with kids, Drauken. Believe it or not, when you're with kids, you can't say MHT because they don't grasp it. It's just something that you do when you work with kids. You know, I'm used to saying it like M and H and a T. You know. Yeah, so now I can say MHT. Okay, so that gives us the green, but now we have to figure out what the blue one is, which is also going to be time related. It's a password for the safe. Cool. 4 pieces for the first. 1 piece for the second. Okay. 1 piece for the second password. So now it's going to be different, isn't it? It's going to be a different sort of thing. So 1 piece. 1 piece is 1. And 7, that'll just be P. But okay. 4 pieces for first, yeah. 1 piece for the second. Well, hold on. What if we did it 4 times? So you'd end up on P for the first one. What if we kept doing the same combo? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that can't be right, can it? Try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, do you count? Oh, you have to count that as 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Back 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it makes even less sense. God damn it. Okay, I guess it could be Y to be fair, couldn't it? There are words of PY. Okay, so again, 7:15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What the fuck? That can't be right, can it? Right. So, fuck! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. H, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pussum? No, that can't be it, can it? No, that's not it at all. I'm doing something wrong with the combination. It says the first piece. Okay. Instead of doing the same thing 4 times, what if we took the one piece and moved it according to each of the different times instead? So we go from per, we then instead of different ones starting, we keep going. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's a full circuit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be Po. Okay, from that O. Then you do 0, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Fuck! Yeah, that's it. There we go. Got it. Oops. No, why am I saving? Wait, I could... Wait a minute, I could say... Oh, it's just a web page. There, I've completed all the puzzles. Now I can actually remove the thing. Yeah, I can solve things, as I said. Can solve things, but it's very sort of hit and miss. Oh, it does work right here. Moon. My brain is not neurotypically aligned, Droken. It works differently. For better and for worse. Yeah, I know that. Oh, isn't that the thing that is used for K's pop-out? Anyway, we've solved this puzzle, so now we should check out what the secret files is from this one. Ah, here we go. 10 out of 16. Treatment pod. An amazing machine that augments an individual's natural ability to heal, strengthens their immune system, accelerates their metabolism, and can cure many otherwise incurable diseases. Like cancer? In addition, it can creation personalized medicines, perform gene therapy, and even repair the effects of radiation damage. What an incredible machine! It's not that incredible if it can't cure Radical 6, you say? Yes, well, I guess you've got a point, but don't worry, it also has a function called Cold Sleep. Cold Sleep uses cast freezing to freeze the entire body without damaging it. That way, even if the disease you have can't be cured, you can be frozen until a cure is found. Cold Sleep. There are generally 2 types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature. This reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, just very slowly. The other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. This involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible because the expansion and crystallization that took place during the freezing process irreparably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, CAS technology has overcome this hurdle and made cryonics a reality. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. I think chronics will one day become an actual reality. Probably. CAS. CAS stands for Cells Alive System. It allows organic tissue to be safely and non-destructively frozen. In this game, CAS is used to put people in cold sleep. It super cools the subject with a magnetic field and causes them to freeze almost instantly, preventing crystallization. In real life, the problem comes when you try to force something out, which also must be done instantly. In this game, however, the technological magic of the treatment pod makes returning from cold sleep possible. I see. The past two nunnery games. November the 8th, 2018. 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we will refer to as Her. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphonic resonance with the children as test subjects. I won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first nunnery game. November the 1st, 2027. A total of 9 people participated in this session. They were abducted just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the nunnery game yet again. Yeah, Hengua was found. He was a participant in the second game, of course. Esper Resonance. In the context of this game, Espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenetic field. An Esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other Espers, assuming they are the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby and use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds the amplitude of smaller wave to its own and covers them up. Nunnery Veterans. The following 9 people were participants in the nunnery game that Clover claims to have been a part of. Ace, middle-aged Nan, otherwise known as Henguo and the Cradle Pharmaceutical CEO. Snake, Clover's older brother, real name Light. He was involved in the very first game. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man. Yeah, he is as is. 4. Clover, still Clover, just younger and with a jacket. 5. Junpei, hero of 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. 6. June, Junpei's childhood friend. Real name Akane Kuroshuki, and the person behind the first game. 7. Junpei, whatever. 7. Amnesic detective, who was a cop who investigated the first nunnery game and was dragged into this one. 8. Lotus, attractive programmer, has 2 daughters, one of which was involved in the first nunnery game. 9. Kabuto, skittish man, gets blown up. Yeah. And he was... Yes, she was. Very smart too. Neostigmine, a type of carbamate compound which acts as a reversible acetylcholine some fucking hell, that's a word and a half. Try pronouncing that sober, never mind drunk. Inhibitor, exciting the parasympathetic nerve. This allows it to counteract the effects of the muscle relaxant turbocurin. It can be delivered with an injection gun like the one you see. Ah! Does this explain how we can counter our death in one of the other things, I wonder? So by using Neostigmine, we can counter the turbocurin. I wonder if this literally gives us... I wonder if this will unlock that particular thing for us. Oh, maybe it was both the daughters. I remember one at least. Anyway, we've unlocked the safe, and that's... Yes, it's twice I opened it. Oh, it's not the same thing that unlocks K. It's an injection gun. Just don't make her angry, or she'll start killing everyone. Oh, that's adorable. Clover and Sigma are hitting it off. Oh yeah, the extra game rules. Not voting is not an option. If both players refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. Let's go. When you leave the room, I'd like you to go over to what non-secret files you have, and if there are any gaps don't have to open. I just want to see if any are missing. Non-secret files? Sure. Nothing missing there, or there, or there, or there, or there. I just have 5 missing here at the last bit. I'm guessing it's because that's in the last puzzle room. I don't seem to have missed any files other than the ones I haven't accessed yet. It's like I haven't missed any secrets except the one for the last room. So, yeah, that's good. So we haven't missed any important files for the plot, which is handy. It certainly seems like some of those are optional to find. And that's the penultimate puzzle done. Only one to go. At least one on the list, anyway.
アンビデックス
別のチームの誰かが AB ルームの扉を開けたんだ。
I headed for the door.
ちょっと待って。
Clover's voice stopped me. I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
表示が変わってる。ポットのモニターの表示だよ。
Okie dokie. Recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to mean Quark. This was the pod we'd put him in, after all. I read on. 748, one subject released. 806, one subject successfully restored. 816, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. I checked the other pods. They were all the same. 748, one subject released. 806, one subject successfully restored. 816, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization, admin. They've all been used then at some point. Together.
およそ8時間前までこのポットの中でコールドスリープにかけられてた人間がいる。
It's saying 3 people woke up from cold sleep.
そういうことみたいね。しかも、3人。
Possibly people involved in the... Maybe this is where they kept 3 of the people for the game before they started.
3台のポット全部に同じ記録があるから。そう考えるのが自然だろうね。この施設の中にゲームの参加者以外の誰かがいるっていうのは考えにくいし、ただ
正確に言うと9人のうちのじゃなくて10人のうちのだと思うけど。私に聞かないでくれる？そんなのわからないって。記録には収容者としか書いてないんだから。性別も年齢も一切不明。こんなんじゃ推理のしようがないよ。記録は管理者により削除されましたってなんか思いっきり怪しげな作為を感じるんだけど。相対時間？なんでだろう。
Probably do.
どうして？ゼロボスが前もってそういう仕掛けを施しておいたんじゃない？私たちにポッドの稼働記録を見せたかったからかな。もしかして全部ハったりとか。モニターの記録は全部デタラメでゼロボスは私たちをからかうためにこんな仕掛けを。断言はできないけどそうなんじゃないって言ってるの。とにかく他のみんなにも聞いてみよう。何か思い当たることがないかどうか。それからクォークのことも報告しないとね。
We double checked that Quark was alright in his pod and hurried out of the treatment center. So off we go. It's all because Zero wants somebody to see parts of a puzzle, but not the whole picture at once. I'm telling you, it's because whoever set this up knows of the abilities of myself and Phi, and wants one of us to see all the pieces. Almost as if the entire purpose of the game is like a trial, you know? Which one of you has the ability to see into 9 different timelines and access 9 different safes?
なんか上の階、A 階の倉庫と
And
似
know
た感じの
all
作
the
りだね。
knowledge that no one person could ever know normally, but only the person with the ability to.
治療室で手に入れたマップ見せてもらえる？やっぱりそうだ。この倉庫 A 階の倉庫の真下にあるんだよ。あれってもしかして3枚あるね。やっぱりそうだ。これカラードドアだよ。ほら見て、脇にいつもの装置がついてるし。でももうその必要はないかも。だって私もシグマも今の BP は6じゃん。私たちはペア番同士でしょ。その対戦相手は誰？だよね。でもクオークは今治療用ポッドの中にいるから。
所定の時刻。
シグマだってそのつもりだったんじゃないの？だからパターン C、 今のこの組み合わせでいくことについて 反対しなかったんじゃ。いいって嘘つかなくても、私たちはパートナー、運命共同体なんだよ。隠し事はやめようよ。じゃあ本気で言ってるの？協力を選ぶべきだって。ちょっとやめてよ。こんなチャンス二度とないかもしれないんだよ。次のラウンドで BP を8にすることができたとしても、その次で加点できるかどうかわからないじゃん。それ以前のこととして、3回目の AB ゲームが確実に行われるっていう保証もないし、今 BP が6の人は3人いるでしょ。リオ、K、ファイの3人。この3人のうちの誰かが次のラウンドで9点になっちゃったらどうするの？どうして？ダメ！そんなの絶対にダメだよ。じゃあアリスたちの投票先は
Dio is very
裏切り
willing
で
to
決まり
kill.
だね。だけどもしもディオが協力を選んだら K の BP は9になるじゃん。なんだ、だったらやっぱり私の言った通りじゃない。 K の BP が9になったら3回目の AB ゲームは行われないわけで。
逆に言うと、
その人
要するに K は目標値に達してもここにとどまり続けると？そんなのありえないって。分かったよ。
I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Quover's footsteps following behind me. I mean, yeah, you can never... No, you can't trust anyone when everyone is... You know, with the option to escape is there. Beep, 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 beep. Wonder what drama awaits.
四つ葉、よかった、戻ってきたのね。
Oh, they're both happy and smiley. How nice.
ええ、そうよ。
おい、クオークはどうしたんじゃ。
Tenmyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping towards me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
じゃが、その治療用ポッドとやらは本当に安心できる代物なのか。
多分ね。
多分？どっちなんじゃ。とにかくわしはクオークのことが気がかりじゃ。四つ葉、その治療室とやらに案内してくれ。
でも
大丈夫じゃ。投票の締め切り時刻までにはまだ20分はあるじゃろう。行って戻ってきても十分間に合う。
分かったよ。 じゃあついてきて。
As soon as she finished, she was off. Ten Myoji followed at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone out the magenta door. What? What's the deal with Clover anyway?
何のことでしょう。
シグマ、よく見ろ。
As she spoke, Fi gestured towards the line of AV rooms. Only one was open.
私たちが全員で扉を開けたわけじゃないんですよ。そうだ。
俺だよ、開けたのは。別に問題ないだろう、お前らが戻る前に開けたって。どうして？仮に締め切り時刻に間に合わなかったとしても、投票先が自動的に強力に設定されるだけで。なんだよこれ。
私たちが入った部屋、減圧室にはありませんでしたね。
私たちが探索した食料庫にもありませんでした。
ルールの補足 AB ゲーム編。なんだウサ。 AB ゲームのあるラウンドにおいて、対戦相手となるペア版ソロ版の双方が未投票のまま締め切り時刻を迎えてしまった場合、その双方にはペナルティが課せられちゃうんだウサ。言い換えると、ペア版ソロ版の両者のうち少なくともどちらか一方は必ず投票を行わなければならないってことになるんだウサ。
わかったよ、悪かった。だが本当に知らなかったんだからしょうがないだろ。当たり前じゃないか。何を言ってるんだお前は。
Yeah, yeah.
ところでシグマ、お前たちが探索したのは治療室なんだよな。治療室というと、なんだか薬品の類が大量に保管されているようなイメージがある。そこにラジカル6の抗ウイルス薬、アクセラビルはなかったのか？そうか。だとするとポットにはラジカル6の感染症を治療する能力があると。
Alas, no.
無理なの？
As quickly as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
コールドスリープ？
つまり私たちのうちの3人は氷漬けにされていた可能性があるということですか？
誰なのよその3人って。
なあ、一つ確認させてくれ。そのコールドスリープというのは人体を凍結保存する機能なんだよな。つまりクマやカエルが冬眠するのとは違って体をガチガチに凍らせるものだと。すると心臓はどうなる？コールドスリープにかけられている間は停止することになるのではないか？
心臓が止まれば。
Oh, I see what she's thinking.
でその後すぐに解凍すりゃいいってわけか。
ポットは3台あるって言ってたわよね。
だとすると9人で順番にそれを行ったとしても3回で済みますよ。
しかし皆さんはいいでしょうが、私は。
まあなんとかなるんじゃない？とにかく行ってみましょう。話はそれからよ。
わかりました。
Oh, this cold sweet can be brought back on, of course, because we did disable it for Quark.
ちょっとコールドスリープの機能が使えなくなってるってどういうことよ。
すみません。
何もルナが謝ることはなかろう。単にゼロボスかゼロウサギが機能にロックをかけたというだけのことじゃ。
コールドスリープの機能使えたよね。
だからその後でゼロの野郎が細工したってことだろ。たく浮かれて損したぜ。
確かによくよく考えてみれば、コールドスリープを使ってバングルを外すなどという抜け道をゼロが見逃すはずはないですよね。
Yeah, it would never allow it.
あるいは私が口に出してしまったのがまずかったのかもしれん。それをゼロウサギに聞かれてしまって。
いずれにせよ残念な結果になってしまいましたね。
残念？本当にそう思ってんのかよ。内心はホッとしてんじゃねえのか。お前のその体じゃコールドスリープにはかけられないかもしれねえからな。
なんてことを言うんですか。私は本当に。
Before Kay could finish, the announcer's voice echoed through the facility.
アンビでプレイ所定。
ねえ、時間が迫ってるよ。そろそろ戻らないと。
わしはここに残るぞい。クオークを置いていくわけにはいかんからな。
おい、何を寝ぼけたこと言ってんだジジイ。そろばんであるあんたの対戦相手はファイとルナのペア。もしかしたら2人に殺されちまうかもしれないんだぞ。
わしの BP が1じゃからか。
そうだ。あんたが次のラウンドを棄権したら投票先は自動的に強力に設定される。だからファイとルナが裏切りを選んだら。
我々は裏切りなど選ばん。強力に投票するつもりだ。ええ、初めからそのつもりでしたし、天明寺さんが棄権するのであればなおさらです。
ルナさんの BP も天明寺さんと同じく1ですから、本来であれば安全策をとって裏切りにとなるところですが、天明寺さんは強力で確定しているのですから、ルナさんたちも安心して強力を選べると。
ええ、
まあそういうことじゃ。わしはファイとルナを信じておる。必ず強力に投票してくれるとな。お前さんに言われるまでもない。片時も目を離さずに見守っておるよ。
さあみんな、時間がないわ。行きましょう。
Alright, let's see what happens this time. Back at the 4A warehouse, we open the AB rooms. Can't believe it's been 2 hours already.
投票。
うん。ねえシグマ、 B 階の倉庫で言ったこと覚えてる？あれ撤回してもいい？
You wanna take it back,
治
dear?
療室で天明寺さんと話してちょっとだけ考えが変わったの。やっぱり私たちは協力を選んだ方がいいと思う。
Eh?
それは言えないの。
Oh, something definitely happened.
どうしても多分話しても笑われるだけだと思うし。本当に？でもやっぱり言えない。それに約束もしちゃったし、絶対に誰にも言わないって天明寺さんと。
Sorry, I thought I heard something then.
関係あるよ。だって天明寺さんにとってクオークは大切な存在だし、クオークを裏切るってことは要するに天明寺さんを裏切るのと同じで。
Well, I've already done it once.
ほら覚えてない？赤、青、緑の CD に分かれて進むとき、天明寺さんはこんなことを言ってたでしょ。
わしは今誰のこともと言ったが、実は一人だけ信頼できる人間がおるんだ。四つ葉じゃよ。とにかくお前さんならばクオークを安心して任せることができる。
私そんな風に言ってくれた人のこと裏切るなんてできないよ。だからあれは天明寺さんが何者なのか知らなかったからで。天明寺さんが話してくれたことが本当だとしたらね。
I know who he is, though.
シグマ、お願い協力を選んで。だってどうせ装置の前に駆け寄っても首根っこを掴まれて引きずり戻されるだけでしょ。
No, why would I do that?
力ではシグマにはかなわないもん。だから
With that, I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. That wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on 4B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose Betray, then I have 9 PP. I would be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole. So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or Betray? I chose...
3、2、1。
I choose Ally
アンビデッ
this
クスゲ
time.
ーム第2ラウンド終了。結果は倉庫内のディスプレイに表示されます。お疲れ様でした。アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
シグマ、どっちを選んだの？
I mean, I suppose the other thing, now that I think about it, that crops my mind, is that because we've already played a Tietri game, puzzle game, I should say, on this branch, that we're not going to get back to that point again. So I can assume that all the other endings will be wrapped up before we even get to the white doors. Unless, again, the game wants to throw a curveball, of course. I mean, if you look at the flow... Here we've got the Tietri game, end, end, walk, end, end. And on the other path, you've got end, walk, end, walk. We don't know what happens here yet. And here we've already got the Tietri game on the middle path. Puzzle game, end, walk, end, and then whatever happens here. So this could be quite short. Maybe. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and headed towards the wall where the results would be displayed. So definitely Tenmyoji knows Clover from something and knows something enough to blackmail her or encourage her not to betray Quark or something. He said that a long time ago. I definitely remember he has a thing for Clover. He knows, but then again, he's part of the Mars simulation project, so he knows a bit more about this and he's letting on. Or at least partially. let's see what happens. They chose to betray, they chose to ally, and we chose to ally. So nobody is going to have 9 points. Because of course Dio's going to betray. So everyone lives, for now anyway. And we go up to 8 points. Which is only Alice is in a bit of trouble.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
シグマ、協力を選んでくれたんだね。ありがとう、シグマ。
That's adorable.
当たり前じゃないか。天明寺の BP は1で、おまけに投票先は強力に設定されることが決まっていた。その状況で裏切りなんて選べるはずがないだろう。
もしも私たちが裏切りに投票してしまったら、天明寺さんは。
Alice, Kay, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
ちょっと何考えてんのよディオ。裏切りを選ぶなんて正気の沙汰とは思えないわ。私を殺そうとしたの？
No, he's the ladder.
別にそういうわけじゃ。
じゃあどういうつもりなのよ。もしもこっちが強力に投票してたら私は今頃
バングルに仕込まれた注射器が作動し命を失っていたでしょうね。
だからそういうことだよ。アリスの BP は1だったからお前らが協力を選ぶはずはないと思ったんだ。つまり状況から考えてお前らが裏切りに投票することはほぼ確実だったわけで、それを知りながら協力を選ぶなんて自殺行為だろ。
あなたの BP は6もあるんだから死なないじゃない。
まあすぐには死なんだろうな。だがほとんど死刑宣告を受けたに等しい事態にはなる。しかもその宣告は俺だけに下されるものじゃない。K 以外の全員に下されるものだ。
どういうことよ。
わからないのか。お前らの投票先は裏切りでほぼ決まっていた。その状況で俺が協力を選んだら K の BP はどうなる？
6+3 で9に
だろ。そうなったらもうゲームは終わりだ。人生も終わり。 K は9の扉を開いてこの施設から出ていき、残りの8人はここに取り残されたまま不毛な一生を終えることになる。分かったか？
Do you?
だから俺は裏切りを選んだんだ。アリス、お前を含めて K 以外の全員を救うために。
Well, there's curveballs the game could throw, but I think it might have already thrown them. In terms of gameplay mechanics, anyway. Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of the doors sliding shut.
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。アンビデックスゲームゲートなおこれを。
星のカードキーを使えば何度でも AB ゲームができる。
Well, so far we haven't revisited any puzzle rooms. So...
そういうことなんじゃない？
なあ、そういやゼロウサギがこんなこと言ってなかったか。
AB ゲートが閉ま、それから
Within moments, a series of risks were extended for me to examine.
Ah, それなら聞いたよ。 アリスたちのチームから。この倉庫でシグマと四つ葉を待っている間にな。
Fine Ollie began to explain. Option A, Tenmyoji and Quark Yellow pair up with me to open one door. Fire and Alice pair up with Dio, Win and Cobra pair up with K.
おや、次はパターン A だけなのですか？
そうだ。白の第二扉を開くにはこの組み合わせ以外はありえない。ちなみに天明寺とクオークはこの場にはいないが、二人が黄色のペアであることは間違いないだろう。そうじゃないと青のソロであるシグマが誰とも組めないことになってしまうからな。
Now that I think about it, Quark's gonna have to come through the game. Otherwise they'll all be stuck. Can't just leave Quark in the pod.
悪夢だわ。またしてもディオと組まなきゃいけないなんて。
アリスに夢はお似合いだろ。不思議の国を渡り歩いてきたんだから。
That's a very poor attempt at flirting, Dio.
それでこれからどうしましょうか。白の第一扉が開放されるまでにはまだだいぶ時間があるみたいですけど。
とにかく気になるのはクオークの容体だな。ラジカル6の感染症はポットでは治療できないようだし。
Yeah. Though I think in his cases the two are similar.
ダメ元で抗ウイルス薬アクセラビルを探してみる？
そうだな。みんなも手伝ってくれるか？
もちろんです。
わかりました。
了解だよ。
しゃあねえな。俺も手を貸してやるよ。
シグマは？よし、それでは別れて捜索することにしよう。
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Woon and Alice to the treatment center, and Qualified myself to the pressure exchange chamber.
では CD 開放までの残り時間が10分になった時に B 階の倉庫に集合ということでよろしいでしょうか？
We all nodded. Kay turned to Alice and Luna.
アリスさんとルナさんは治療室に行かれるんでしたよね？
ええ。
でしたら天明寺さんにもこのことを伝えておいてください。
わかりました。
それから集合時にはクオーク君を連れてくるのを忘れずに、病と戦っている最中にポットから出すのは気が引けますが、やむを得ないのです。クオーク君のバングルがなければシグマさんも天明寺さんも白の第二扉を開けなくなってしまいますからね。
了解よ。
さあ、そうと決まれば早速行動開始だ。行こう。
With a final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So, this is the pressure exchange chamber.
正確に言うと減圧準備室だな。この部屋は2層構造になっていて、減圧室は下の方にあるらしい。
どうして知ってるの？
アリスから聞いたんだよ。アリスはこの部屋を探索した3人のうちの1人だからな。そうだ。
そうだね。
Man, this freaking weather. So grim. So typically British right now.
そうらしいな。
Although next week it's supposed to be quite nice. But the typical pattern around this part is that the weather sucks over the summer, except for one day, and then as soon as the kids go back to school in September, suddenly you get blurring fucking summer weather for about a week or two. But then with all this global warming stuff that's slowly happening, who knows what's going to happen next?
これもアリスからの受け売りなんだが。
Apparently, the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. that was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we'd need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
ほら、準備室の壁際に
Which is how you
ずらり
exit
と
the,
防護服
which
が
is
並
how
んで
you
たけど、
exit this facility.
あれは
of
ウイルスの
course.
感染を防ぐためのもので、
So
あれを着てこの減圧室に入らないと外には出られないんだとさ。残念ながら
yeah,
その
looks
可能
like
性
it
は高
was.
いと言わざるを得ないな。ああ、
ねえ、もう一つ気になったことがあるんだけど、聞いてもいい？
なんだ？
さっきのファイの話によると、防護服を着てこの減圧室に入れば外に出られるってことにならない？
ああ、それはダメらしい。減圧室の奥の方にある扉、がっちりと溶接されてて開かないみたいなんだ。それを言うなら Q の扉だって同じだろう。まあとにかく今はアクセラビルを探す方が先だ。クオークを助けてやらないと。
そうだね。
それでは私は上の準備室の方を調べてみる。シグマと四つ葉はこの回を頼む。
了解。
There's not really that much to search in this part of the facility, to be honest. We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer.
Omaera, ウイルスが蔓延してるなんてニュース聞いたことがあるのか？
それはないけど、でも
ウイルスがばらまかれるという情報なら耳にしたことがあるわ。
Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Then finally she lifted her head and met my eyes.
分かったよ。シグマは信用できる人みたいだし、教えてあげる。その代わり私が言ったってことアリスには絶対内緒だからね。約束してくれる？
Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Eternal Security, and we're an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the nunnery game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert. I was driving, and that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the SOIS and she'd been on her way to the building we'd been trapped in as part of her investigation. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We'd offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. We couldn't see how us playing the nunnery game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. Yes, and just happen to be dressed like All Eyes Alice, who we haven't actually really seen, but yeah. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't have to find them. As far as we know, they're still out there now, on the run. Anyway, we were taken back... No, they're dead, I think. Anyway, we were taken back to SOIS headquarters and put into custody. I guess they thought there had to be some kind of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group that we were investigating. But they must not have found anything, because after a few days of questioning, they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mum got real worried about me and my brother, since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one, and he was in both of the last two nunnery games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two nunnery games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mum though, so after that, all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. Hey, Wild Tracer, how you doing? There is going to be some more Doom later this evening. I'm doing 2 streams today, since I'm a bit more awake on a Saturday afternoon than I usually am, since I'm cutting down alcohol. I thought I'd get some Virtue's Last Award knocked off. So... we were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Oh, that's a nice cacodemon emote there. Just when I'd thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave, like run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so we didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know it sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. So we went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the SOIS, where they'd taken us after the second nunnery games. They put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took a moment to realise how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first nunnery game. We were all excited to see each other again, and we were hugging and shaking hands and stuff. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we, as a species, will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of that is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first nunnery game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. Well, I mean, it had been 9 years since it had happened, so they weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that! I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay us if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first nunnery game might have been part of the terrorist organisation Alice and the SOIS were after. Wasn't that she asked something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious, my brother too, but the clincher was what Seven said to us. He was one of the guys that got adopted with us for the second nunnery game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Suitepee is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for a carne. Wait, what? I thought June was a carne. But I guess she didn't exist. I haven't been able to get hold of her. Unless she just fucked off for some reason. Just do me a favour and help Alice out. Junpei equals like 7, another participant from the second nunnery game. Akane equals one of the people behind the second nunnery game. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. She says she's looking for her. Oh, I get it. Looking for a carne. Or as he says, he's looking for him there. He was looking. Well, yeah, and anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the SOIS. What we had to do was find June then, right? Unless June disappeared. For the next couple of months, all we did was train. Half of the time, it was general knowledge and technical skills an SOIS agent needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while, and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility, posing as one of the workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. Okay, fair enough. Not wanting to be found for some reason. Wonder why. But everything went wrong. There was a trap. The whole research facility was fake and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me out, I started to cry. She was just so cool, and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her. So from that day onward, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters was. The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then, on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks while we were going over our plans. And there we are. And that's the massive info dump. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved.
何？
We already knew about the SOIS stuff due to the secret folder, but now she's just told us a bit more, elaborating on it more.
どういうわけかここではダメみたい。最初に目覚めた時からお兄ちゃんに向かって必死にメッセージを送り続けてるんだけど、近くに能力者がいれば共鳴作用を起こして力が増幅されるんだけど、ここではそれも期待できないしね。あ、でも私よりも能力の強い人がそばにいると力はその人に吸収されちゃったりもするんだ。だからもしかしたらって思ったけど、そんなわけないよね。
Or he could be dead. That is also a possibility. Okay, good. The raid bottle isn't in front of the camera.
Mm. それはそこまではさすがに言えないよ。
Well, if it's true, well, one thing's for certain, we know from last stream I did on this, we're not in 2028, because there was a research article talking about how Axelveer wouldn't be available till like 2038. So this has taken place years after 2028 has occurred, and if it's true that Radical 6 has infected most of the planet, then everyone is dead. Except for us. And a few other survivors in government facilities, as that research journal also showed, which was written in Latin for some weird reason. There are a few survivors, bodies on the streets, as everyone's in government shelters.
だってアリスに怒られちゃうし。でもそれが分かれば苦労はしないって。判明してるのは近々行われるってことだけで。そうだね。来週のことかもしれないし、来月のことかもしれないし、来年のことかもしれないし、もしかしたら過去のことかも。だってそう考えたら辻褄が合うじゃん。この減圧室のことも新聞記事のことも、それから3人がコールドスリープにかけられてたって記録のことも。嘘をついてるのかも。 K の記憶喪失が本当だとしたら5人ってことになるね。あとそれからクォークも除かないと。でしょ。4人が嘘をついた目的知らないよ、そんなの。愚民どもを浄化するためだって聞いたことがあるけど。
Ah, so free the soul, which is Dio was a member of. The member of, in fact.
ちょっと待って。愚民。うるさい。黙ってて。何か思い出しそうなの。
Okay, Seven, calm down.
愚民。
She leapt up, suddenly excited.
ステログミ。もう忘れちゃったの？これのことだよ。
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. The injection gun. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication.
だからそれを思い出したんだよ。お兄ちゃんから聞いたことがあるの。ステログミンはコリンエステラーゼ阻害薬、つまり筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるんだって。これ以上分かりやすくしようがないでしょうが。ああ、もう分かったよ。それじゃあもう一回言うからね。この注射銃に装填されてる薬ステログミンは筋弛緩薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるの。理解した？そう、ペナルティを課せられた人に注射される2番目の薬。
まずはマンドレインを注ぎ込んで意識を失わせ、その9分後にハイメトリンを注入して呼吸筋を麻痺させる。文字通り息の出を止めるってやつだね。
だから何度も言わせないでよ。そうだってば。うん、死ななくても済むんだ。助かるんだよ。ただしトリガーを引けるのは1回だけだから。そうなるね。一番有効なのは9の扉に潜り込むことだよ。誰かが目標値に達した時に9の扉を開くでしょ。その時にこの薬を持っていれば自分の BP が9に満たなかったとしても扉の先に進むことができるんだ。
Why?
とにかくこのことをアリスに伝えてくる。
It was too late. Quover was already on the lift and gone. Wow, so she... Damn. I was, I think, understandably upset. Alright, I'm going to take a quick piss break. I'll be right back. Alright, and back. With no stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Fi, where'd Clover go? She didn't say anything, just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed, and her body was unnaturally stiff. What the hell? I grabbed the shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured towards the exit that led away from the warehouse. Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. I headed for the exit, then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about her, but catching Clover seemed well like a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door towards the treatment center. I don't know, I perhaps made sure she was okay first. Does Fi now have Radical 6? That time-slowing thing? Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but the room was empty. Runa and Tenmyoji were gone too. They'd left Quark, and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine, guess it's time to go look somewhere else. I made my way out of the treatment center. Straight to the pantry. No one in Warehouse B either. Or the lounge. Warehouse A. They're all in room 2, dead. What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Oh, I ran into the room and stopped short. I might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No, what happened? I felt my whole body convulse, whether from terror or nausea I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand and I looked down to see blood. A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... Huh? Oh, what the fuck? How did Fi get back here? In the middle of the wake of... I was just kidding, you know, game. I didn't really expect everyone to just turn up dead. In the middle of the wake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes, with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open, or stabbed one another? Wait a minute. Phi is also... Yeah, where is K? And now Phi is confirmed for being human and not a robot. Oh, the blood. Too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear what tool they'd used to do it. A scalpel. They all caught Radical 6. A scalpel weighing the blood next to them. Its handle with bleed, streaked with gore. This is how they had died. This tiny blade. Well, maybe Kay couldn't kill himself, convinced. Oh god, this is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. And it drew it across my throat. Ugh. Okay. So everybody killed themselves, I guess. How the hell did we all manage to catch Radical 6, though, so quickly? Oh, that apparently classifies as an ending? That is the... Yeah, I get that, but... So basically, because Quark catched it, we all got it from Quark, which means we're all going to end up with it. But we've gone on longer than this in some timelines and had no issues. It's only been Alice and Quark. And now this is the one where everyone catches it. Well, not necessarily because, well, how else did we catch it then? Did we just have it to begin with? In which case, this should be happening a lot more often. But it seems to happen when it feels like it, depending on what timeline we pursue. Different bodies react differently. Well, except in that case, everyone just chose to kill themselves immediately. Although Kay never showed up, we can only assume it happened to him too. Somehow. Well, in any event, it looks like we got another ending. Which I was not expecting. Well, enjoy the credit music, I guess. After that massive info dump about the SOIS as well, and then discovering, well, stuff we already kind of knew from the secret documents but got told in game. So... Oh, this is Clover's ending. Achievement unlocked. Secret Agent Woman. So this was the Clover ending, I guess. Yay! Ending 3. I figured we'd start seeing these unlocked a bit more now. Okay, cool stuff. Cool stuff. Oh, hey, look! We've found a way to save Phi and K. And we've also... Oh, we only knew that one, to be fair. We've unlocked another lock. Huh. Neat. So we now have another path we could pursue if we wanted to. Well, I guess the next thing we should do then is see what happens on the if we choose Betray in this round. Which is probably going to be unpleasant, I suspect. So out we go. We are a monster.
シグマ、どっちを選んだの？うん。それってもう裏切りを選んだって言ってるようなもんじゃん。
I grinned and headed towards the display. Yeah, if you're learning from the others, you head to the door immediately and fucking book it before they even tackle me.
結果を発表します。一度画面にご注目ください。
But since we just got the main ending, this isn't going to end well for us again, is it? I suspect. Yeah, they betrayed. Betrayal. Now we have 9 points, and we can get out of here.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
四つ葉、これは一体どういうこと？
ごめん。でも投票したの私じゃないんだ。
シグマなのね。シグマ、どういうことなのか説明してくれる？
Also, sweet, did you pick up on the color that came across the screen when Sigma killed himself? Doesn't that go against the color that comes from his hands on your theory that he is a robot? Yeah, but it still doesn't explain that other timeline. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, we didn't actually see Sigma bleed to death on the floor. We just saw an animation that indicated the blood. It still doesn't completely absolve that theory. It only, but from what we saw of 5, we can now confirm she is not a robot. I mean, even if he's a robot, he still dies. It's not like he's immune to having his vital fluids leak out or something. Well, it still doesn't explain that. And that is on the... I think that was on the Sigma timeline too, so we're going to have to find out what the deal with that is.
なんだと？
四つ葉さんも一緒に？私は
When they all turned to look at Clover, I made my move. My feet pounded across the metal floor of the warehouse as I ran for the number 9 door.
おい、待て!
You'd have to do better than that if you wanted to stop me. It was closer. I was almost there. I took one last running leap and slammed into the wall, the unlocking device right in front of me. With a yell of triumph, I threw the lever down. He finally learned from the previous attempt. Well, actually, he wasn't supposed to leave anyway. This is the first time he actually just says, fuck it, I'm leaving. Fuck you all. The door began to open, and heavy metallic grinding noise filled the room.
くそ！の野郎マジで開きやがった。
No, well, I think they get penalized if they try it. Falcon, like I said, but that was why we can't do the theory of everybody just leaves if one leaves, because if everyone else tries it, they get penalized. Only those who are qualified get in. His first side almost surprised. I turned to face him. Bye, everyone. Sorry, but it looks like this is goodbye.
Sigma.
Don't worry, I'll go to the police as soon as I get out and come back with help. I'm not going to just leave you all here to die. I mean, those that have 9 BP and open the door to prevent being stopped from escaping. Well, I guess I see what you mean, Drauken, but I think the reasoning is that this door only opens once. If someone's going to get out, it is probably better to let them rather than not let them out and then everyone's back in the same spot with no chance of escaping. You know, it's not great that they get out, but at least if they do say they're going to get some backup, that's better than just not still being stuck in the game.
嘘つくな！口元が緩んでるじゃねえか。おいみんな、奴をこのまま行かせちまっていいのか？
Well, that's a point, Drauken. Yeah, I guess people just wanted to do that, but mostly it's because every time someone does that, they avoid them. And the only one who seems to try is Dio.
ダメよ。許せないわ。病人であるクオークが投票できないのをいいことに裏切りを選ぶなんて、そんなのあまりにも卑怯よ。
同感だな。
私もそう思います。
よし、それじゃ決まりだ。奴をとっ捕まえるぞ。いいな。
分かったわ。
了解だ。
任せてください。
観念しろシグマ。行け！
Shit. I spun back around to face the door. There it was, right in front of me. Freedom. I went for it, or at least I tried. Well, it looks like they might be trying to do that. It happened in the blink of an eye. Suddenly my cheek was being pressed against the cold steel floor of the warehouse. Well, yeah, I think he was waiting for the door to open. Again, why does this only happen when I do this? I mean, for fuck's sake, there's so many other characters this could have happened to. Stand by the open door! Well, it looks like for once, Drauken, they actually thought to do it, but only when Sigma tries it. I could feel something huge, heavy and metal pressing against my back. Kay had to be holding me down. I flailed and kicked, but it didn't do any good. What are you doing? You're just killing yourselves. The door only opens once.
分かってるわ。四つ葉、行きなさい。私たちの中で BP が目標値に達してるのはあなたしかいないの。つまりあなたしかこの先には進めないってこと。
でも
これは上官の命令よ。あなたが外に出て助けを呼んでくるの。
そんな。
いいからシノゴの言わずに行きなさい。
Oh, apparently so. In which case, don't let me decide the button.
扉が閉まったらもう終わりなのよ。誰一人ここを出ることはできなくなるわ。だから。
The door had already begun to close. The space was narrowing quickly, but was still wide enough for a single person to make it through.
分かったわ。それじゃ仕方がないわね。
I couldn't see what had happened, but I heard enough to guess. Alice had shoved Clover through the door. Roll through the fucking opening door! Looking up, I could see Clover just beyond the doorway.
アリス！
お願い、助けを呼んできて。頼んだわよ。
アリス！アリス！アリス！
Yeah, I thought that's what you would do, to get the fuck out, but I guess he wasn't counting on everyone just bomb rushing him immediately. We had a chance to even do that. I'd probably be keen to remind him of that in the other timeline. So hey, you remember when I tried to escape and you all bum rushed me? How would you like to repeat that a few times when everyone else pulls this bullshit off? Yeah, always expect the worst. Always anticipate betrayal. Oh yeah, they're not my friends. Okay, well that's the game over ending for Clover's run. So, we have explored, we have Well, that's everything on the middle path except this lock here for 5 minutes of... Ah, fuck! I thought the information about the neostigmine countering the turbo curing would cure this, would unlock this. But it doesn't. It unlocks this one instead. Interesting. Well, at this point, we have now gone down every single main path beyond the first door and the second door. So at this point, our options are to either pursue the antiviral medication route, which is going to unlock the puzzle, pursue this route, which assumably is going to unlock the K ending, or... Oh wait, no, that actually is it. Well, no, the third option is to somehow miraculously discover this one, which I don't know. So, fuck if I know. I still have no idea what the password and ID for that computer would be. So, I guess the next thing we're going to do is... we're going to go back here and see what the deal is with how can Phi and K be saved. I have to be honest with you, I actually forgot what the hell this was about in the first place. Let's find out, shall we? The only one you would trust is Luna. I don't even trust Luna. I mean, she seems the nicest, but...
すると K が言ったように、やはり二人で白の扉の先へ。
I'm actually legitimate with regard on what the dilemma was here. Oh, the bracelet deal or something?
あるいは
I've... Oh, this is a dilemma where the bracelets, isn't it?
信じたいさ。二人は生きていると。だが。
We heard a noise and turned.
お待たせしました。
Oh, there you are.
ディオのバングルは
それがもちろん回収はしてきたのですが、まあ見ていただくのが一番早いでしょう。これがポットの中に転がっていたディオさんのバングルです。
Oh yeah, the smashed bracelet, that's right. This is where Dio was in the pod, he was contained, and then he died in the pod, and then his bracelets were smashed, now I remember.
おそらくディオさんを殺害した犯人が壊したものと思われます。わかりません。しかし推測することなら。
Well, this is bad.
バングルがこの状態では CD の認証をクリアすることはできないでしょう。
すると私と K はこの白の扉の先へは進めないということになるな。
時間が来たらあそこにある3枚のその時誰かペナルティ。
なるほど。犯人の狙いはそれか。
Although I guess Luna's the one I would definitely say is the closest to being considerate.
そいつはこのゲームのルールを利用して間接的に私と K を殺そうと。そのためにディオのバングルを破壊したんだな。
ええ、そう考えるのが最も自然かと。
シグマ、お前は先に進め。さっき K からもらったバングルがあるだろう。あれを持っていればお前だけは第二扉を開くことができる。だから
しかしこの場にとどまっていればシグマさんまで。
This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... Oh wow, he remembered the bloody picture we just saw.
一つはマンドレインベータっていう麻酔薬で、もう一つはハイメトリンっていう禁止管薬。ルール違反を犯すとバングルの中から注射針が飛び出して、この2つの薬剤を順番に投与するようになってるんだうさ。
お兄ちゃんから聞いたことがあるの。ステログミンはコリンエステラーゼ阻害薬、つまり禁止管薬ハイメトリンの解毒剤になるんだって。
So the solution works for this one.
ほら、やっぱり。
返せよ。そいつは俺が見つけたんだから俺のものだ。
And he had the injection gun, didn't he? Previously. Achievement unlocked, each according to his needle. But wait, there's two of them. And there's only enough in the injection gun for one. That only saves one of them, doesn't it?
解毒剤
I didn't have time to explain. I took off running towards... I thought this would unlock the situation with me having the same problem, but I wonder what unlocks that then. I took off running towards the exit. Whoa!
おいシグマ
Cool. Cut.
どこに行く
I bolted out of the warehouse towards the treatment room. I think Dio put it in his pocket. Come on, come on, come on. Please still have it. Sweat was pouring down my face, but I didn't bother to wipe it off. There wasn't time. I dug frantically through Dio's coat until... Aha! Found it. Oh. There's only one dose. The injection gun uses the whole bottle at once. Shit. I can't save both of them. 1 minute? Shit. I spun around and shot out of the treatment center. Took him 4 minutes to get through that. He doesn't have time, is he?
3、2、1
Oh wait, I guess it doesn't really matter because it has to happen anyway, right?
閉鎖
And now that I think about it, doesn't that mean he would also now be in trouble?
シグマさん。
シグマ
There was a sharp, quick pain in my wrist, barely even noticeable. I couldn't feel anything flowing into my veins, but I knew it was there. First would be the anesthetic Soporo. I blinked and my vision started to blur. When I tried to think, it felt like my mind had been stuffed with cotton. My legs began to wobble and gave out entirely as I crumpled to the floor. No, I couldn't fall asleep. I had to give one of them the antidote before my bracelet injected me with tubocurin. With every ounce of strength I could muster, I forced my eyes back open. Kay and Firelight went on the floor in front of me. In my right hand I could feel the injector gun with its precious cargo. I could only pull the trigger once. Who was I going to choose? Vi or Kay? No, what was I thinking? There was only one answer. Vi. I didn't even have a choice. After all, Kay's entire body was covered in impenetrable metal. I'm sorry, Kay. I summoned up as much energy as I could and dragged myself towards Vi. After what felt like an eternity, I was finally within arm's reach. With no time to waste, I pressed the gun to her arm and pulled the trigger.
Sigma, お前、何を お前は今世紀始まって以来の大バカ野郎だな。嫌だね。私は認めないからな。お前に助けられて生き残るなんて、そんなこと絶対に。
Wow, her words slurred and swelled and her eyes fluttered closed. She wasn't dead, of course. I could hear the faint sound of her breathing and see her chest rise and fall. Good, Fire's gonna be alright, but Kay... I looked over in his direction. That was when I noticed it. Oh. There's a hole here on the back of your head. Yeah, it looks like you inserted something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
このマスクとスーツを外すことができるのかもしれないな。
Wait, then he... But when could he have...
そうですね。いえ、最初から空っぽでした。
But what if he'd lied? Could Kay have taken the key? How'd he gone, it didn't really matter anymore. What did matter was that Kay had been able to remove his armor. And he had. Holy shit. Then that would mean Dio's killer is... I coaxed as much strength as I could from my increasingly lethargic body and crawled toward Kay. Kay, wake up! Come on, talk to me. I grabbed his shoulder and shook him until he finally shifted and spoke. I just need to know one thing. Did you kill Dio? You weren't sleeping, were you? After I left, you took off your armor. You didn't want to go the same way as I had, so you took the other door. After you went the long way around through the warehouse and the crew quarters, you headed for the elevator. So, it's saying that Kay killed Dio in his pod. But why did he smash the bracelet, though? I bumped into Fire and we went back to the lounge to check on you. We saw you, or we saw your armor, I guess. By then you would have been out of it. While we were in the lounge, you went to the treatment room and killed Dio. You must have turned off the oxygen to his pod, although you probably didn't stick around to make sure he died. I'm betting you were in a hurry to get back before Fire and I noticed something was up. Once you got back to floor A, you neared us out of the lounge, so you made a noise in the hall to lure us out. Then you ran around and took the long way back to the lounge so you could through the door. Wow, this Suitepee is some really good stuff, huh? Sure is knocking people out long enough to have lengthy conversations and discoveries. Am I right? Once you were there, you put your suit on again and waited for us. As soon as we found Dio's body, we did exactly what you'd expected. Okay, wake up. Something's happened. You pretended to wake up, very disoriented and confused. Come on, Kay. I'm almost out of time. Did you kill Dio? Why? You took the life of someone very... the old woman? Well, you know he killed the old woman. That's That's what this timeline revealed to us.
母のような
Oh, so Kay know who she was.
私に生きる意味を教えてくれた。
Wait, I wonder if she was the lady that he talked about in his backstory with his father, the lady that came over. Like his assistant.
そうですね。私が18の時にこの施設にやってきた彼女のことですよ。
Whoa.
シグマさん、残念ですがもう時間がないようです。最後に一つだけ。
At least we know who the old lady was
いた
now.
だけますか。実はある方から頼まれていたことがあるのです。これから言うことを必ずあなたに伝えるようにと、そうお願いされていてよろしいですか。とても重要なことです。決して忘れないでください。
Forget. He wasn't making sense. I was about to die. How on earth would I be remembering anything for more than a few seconds?
もし太陽に喰らう相当の獅子を見たら
A lion with two heads
この
devouring
文
the
字
sun.
列を
Remember these
思い出
letters.
せ。
Whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. M-I-V-L K-E-V-O. Another password?
第二の運はこの鍵によって開かれるだろう。
Second gate. Second gate to what? A bomb? Okay. I'll note that. I've noted that down. I wonder if that's. Go back over what Case said. If you see a lion with two heads devouring the sun, remember these letters. Oh, is this part of the password for the computer then? But that's the only other thing that I was thinking of. The only other thing it could be. It's not a bomb pass. It's related to the computer. I grabbed a hold of Kay's mask and tore it off. Oh god, he's gonna rip the mask off. Ah, it's a human being. What? No, that's impossible. That face. It's my face. What? I felt a sharp pain in my left wrist and my... Wait, what? And my body collapsed unceremoniously. The second drug, turbo curing. Kay has the face of me? My vision began to blur, my head felt unnaturally heavy. Oh no! The world faded away and my consciousness slipped down into the cold, dark waters of nothingness. All that revelation and... nothing. We just died. But we got another part of the password. Hey, yes, this is the visual novel I was talking about. Absolutely. How you doing, One? And we've just gone, I think we just unlocked another ending. How are you doing today? Are you having a good afternoon? Thank you, Drelkin, for that link. So yeah, this is Virtue's Last Reward. I've been playing it for a few weeks, and I'm now going to sort of start blazing through it the next few days to wrap things up. So I don't think we have a lot left. So we now have the password for the computer. We just need the username, and then we can access that Lunar side of things. Been doing the whole looking for a job like a responsible adult thing, that in the video games. Ah, yeah. I don't envy your position of having to look for a job in this climate. I wish you the best of luck in finding something. I don't think I can really offer much advice on that other than just apply for everything you can possibly do, and if it doesn't work out, then try something else. Just something to get some money coming in, you know? So, Kay has our face. Dragon gave me the tightest of recounts of this game. What is going on? Is it anime girls and spooks, or is it more slice of life? Neither. I would say it's more like sci-fi and, you know, very, well, it's from the same people who did the Danganronpa series, so it's an incredibly complex story. But yeah, you have to solve puzzles. Solve puzzles, make choices, unlock endings, get your mind blown every 2 hours by some new plot revelation. The story is ridiculous. There's just so much that keeps being revealed to you. It's a very engaging story, in other words. And that was the K ending. And we unlocked the achievement through the looking glass. So we got a password, and we now know that K is us? Possibly? Or at least he appears to have our face. So, what the fuck? There we go. Before I started this stream, I had 2 endings. Now I have 4. I guess when I said that I'd be starting to have streams where I want multiple endings, this was one of them. Why does he have our face? Come on, why does he have our face? Well, if we're a robot, then K is us. And we're just a robot clone. Or a robot with an intelligence, possibly. Of Sigma. Like, K is... This seems too deep for me when I'm just dropping in the middle of it. Yeah. There's a lot to take in. I'm afraid. It's a long journey. I can only... You need to start from scratch. I can only assume then, if the theory that Sigma is a robot, then K is actually us. We were given amnesia and a metal suit for some reason or other. Probably to disguise from the Sigma robot that we looked like ourselves. And this was done for the purposes of something. I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. That's the best thing I can think of. K is actually us, and he's put into a suit to disguise from the Sigma. The Sigma that we're playing as is a robot who has the uploaded memories, or a clone, or most likely the uploaded memories of a Sigma, who now thinks they are Sigma. And the reason they are a robot who thinks they are Sigma is because reasons we don't know. Weird shit. Anyway, that was the K ending. If you find the two-headed lion, key to gate 2. Which I assume means part of this, obviously. So we have the password. Don't apply Soma logic to this. Well, what else is it going to be then? Am I a fucking clone? There is cloning technology, but that's more to do with this guy. I don't know. I mean, it's the only thing I can think of. Really, you know. Given what we've just been seeing. Well, that's the K ending. So, from that, we haven't unlocked anything new. Although we've unlocked part of this one. What did K stay in his backstory? Why was he so pissed at his dad? I'll be honest with you, Drow, visual novels don't take my attention. One thing I did put clear about, it's never taken a visual novel. A lot of people in my community don't really care for visual novels either, and on one. That's why not many people watch these, and it's why I'm dropping them after this and the letter. I'm going to be moving away from playing them in the future because they're not really very engaging. So, but I like this. I like this this game and the story that it tells. But it'll have to be played somewhere else. Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that. I pressed the wrong fucking button. Oh wait, I can skip this. Haha! I don't have to listen to all this. Right, stop. I don't want that. Thanks. I just wanted to get back to this point. Stupid game. Alright. I don't care, so I'm watching this because I enjoy watching you faff around in games. Yeah, there's not really a lot to faff around with. We only have one puzzle room left. And after that, it's just unlocking endings. So, we now have half of this solved. If we can get the username, we can go down the Luna path. We've got the K path, the Dio path, the Tenmyoji path, and the Clover path. We still need to... I don't know why this isn't unlocked for us when we have the same solution. You know, we could just tell someone about the Turbo Curing, but apparently that's not enough to unlock that for the Quark ending. So really, the only thing we still got to deal with the bomb planting, which unlocks two different things. So really, the only path we can go down at the moment, with the assumption that it's going to unlock stuff, is going to be here. There isn't enough antiviral medication to save both Alice and Quark. So that's going to have to be the next thing that we do. So I guess that's it. There is no other path to take at this point. We have to go down this one, which will be the Alice path, I think. I'm not going to continue here. I'm just going to save because I need to put my tea on and have a break before I do my Doom stream later.
皆さん、よく聞いてください。
So we're going to save here, and next time around we will be able to cure both. I don't know how though we have enough antiviral medication for both, unless it's revealed that that machine in the laboratory is a clone machine. But we never actually. No, she's not naked. She just has a pair, and she's, you know, has the Egyptian get-up and stuff. Observer. I heard that was pretty good. I think that was on my list. Anyway, so that's going to be for next time. So, wow, 2 more endings unlocked. Holy shit. We are actually starting to get near the end of this game then, I think. So, I will be continuing this as soon as I finish 1K Lines 2, which may be tonight, or... Well, I'm playing 1K Lines 2 tonight. If I finish it tonight, then I'll start this tomorrow evening. If I don't, and I carry it over into Sunday, then I'll start playing this on the Monday. But basically, once I finish 1K Lines 2, I'm just going to keep playing this until I finish it. Which can't be far off now. The endings are starting to reveal themselves to me like candy sticks. So, thank you for watching the stream. I will be back later tonight in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, for some 1K Lions 2. And I'll see you then, if you want to watch some Doom. Have a good few hours, everyone, or day if I don't see you until then. See ya!